Welcome back, everyone. Well, if you are truly going to be ready for all of the festivities with the royal couple this weekend, then you are definitely, ladies, going to need a fascinator. And that's exactly what we're going to be learning, not only about the wonderful things we can get from Kate Arnold, but how you can make one your own for the festivities. And we are joined by Kate Arnold, who is the owner of Flights of Fancy. Kate, it's great to have you. Hi. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
What a pleasure. And can I just say that I love the one you're sporting now. Very festive and perfect for the weekend for sure.
Thank you so much.
Well, first I want to ask you, Kate, because I was on your blog and it's lots of fun. You call yours flights, and we often say fascinators, but why do you use that term? Because it's specific to you, isn't it?
Well, it's specific to me because I make such a wide range of pieces, starting from little tiny pieces with a few buttons and feathers to massive, huge, ridiculous kind of
pieces like Lady Gaga would wear, like gorgeous.
A little bit nutty and insane. So I started off using mostly feathers in all of my work, and I decided to call my company Flights of Fancy. And from there, the term flights just sort of tripped off my tongue one day when I was explaining it to somebody, and that's pretty much how it started.
That's exactly it.
So I just
now, typically, people know them as fascinators, even though we're going to start a whole new trend with your flights for sure. Why fascinators? Because there is a bit of a story behind that too, right?
The whole term fascinator comes from the dance that male birds do to attract the female birds in their sort of mating dance. And so they do their crazy dance with their colorful feathers, and it's very, you know, ostentatious and
they're trying to fascinate them.
Exactly. They're luring the woman in. They're seducing the female bird.
Okay.
With their colorful
so we are wearing
dance.
our fascinators to seduce our gentlemen? Is that the idea?
That's an idea. That's an idea. They're also worn in England mostly to have a head covering because you're not allowed to be in church without having your head covered. And so that's one of the reasons why they started.
It's a wonderful loophole, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Because I mean, hats. We all know, like hats can be
you can have like the big
and
massive
huge
hat
and that sort of thing. But this is nice to honor that tradition, but at the same time, you know, have your fancy hair and all that.
Fashion forward and
okay, well, take us through some of the things that you've brought because these are all your own creations, right?
Yeah, these are all of my. These are some different styles of pieces that I make. Starting over on the right here with one of my massive pieces that I made for the Glamour and the Glebe show a month ago. And it's all hand sewn. It's all done very, very specificically by hand by me.
You choose every single piece. You choose every piece of fabric. Everything. Eh?
Yeah, everything is done. And these two right here are traditional fascinators. They're on a hat base.
Gorgeous.
They have feathers. They have a little bit of veiling. They're very standard issue kind of. And and then we move on to a few.
They get a little bit tinier, like you said, a little bit more subtle. Lots of different. These must be perfect for bridesmaids and brides. You must be so busy with that kind of business for sure.
I have been. I was busy before the royal wedding, and then the week after the royal wedding, I had 3, 4, 5 new bridal parties, not just brides.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Bridal parties, and
amazing.
Now I'm getting bridal guests coming to me, which is what I try to encourage a lot because we want to bring that same sense of style and flair to our weddings here in Ottawa. Yeah.
Well, let's get started and show everybody at home how they can make a cute one like you have here for the weekend's festivities.
So what we start with would be our little paper Canada Day flags, which you get at the dollar store, and I just lopped off the little little piece of you know,
like the piece off the toothpick.
The toothpick, exactly. I'm like, the word I'm looking for is toothpick. And so I folded them all just at a little bit of an angle, so you have a nice little peekaboo Canadian flag there, and you glue them together into a nice little spiral, so you have your cute little Canada Day flag business going on.
Okay.
And then we have our wonderful red and white ribbon.
Is that like a scrunchie?
No, this is all hand sewn. So it's all like, I mean, it takes 5 minutes.
So you took a ribbon and just tacked it around.
About 50 centimeters of ribbon, and you just do like a running stitch, so just like an in and out, in and out, in and out, and then you pull it taut, sew up the little end there, and so it's all neat and tidy. And then we have a nice little felt circle that we're going to stick onto the back of this, so we have a nice
ribbon.
base.
Okay.
Yeah, and so All we do here is, let's hope the glue gun is hot enough.
Put a little glue on the circle, not the ribbon.
Yeah, because if you put it on the ribbon, it goes everywhere. But you're able to be a little bit ruffled and everything too, you're able to be a little bit more specific with this guy. And so then we just, I'm just gonna flip it this way. Okay. And so we stick her on. And I have much experience with glue guns and burning myself repeatedly.
She did not like spill a drop of that. That's pretty impressive.
Except for the bits that
So we would put this on top, and I noticed you've just got a little RCMP pin. We're just almost out of time, so I would like to sort of skip to the last step.
You glue this on top, and then I have a bunch of few little like Canada Day themed pins.
Festive, right?
So I have a little Ontario Trillium, a little maple leaf, a little Canada pin. The one that's on mine is a little Mountie. My dad was in the Mounties, so I've got a ton of them kicking around. Yeah. And then you just stick it, glue it on with the hot glue once again. Anywhere that you feel comfortable, you can put it a little bit over this way.
Nice, a little on the side or something,
just please, please, please do not stick it right in the middle.
Yeah, okay, that's good. You do not want it top of your head.
Always to the side, and a good rule of thumb is where the area with the less hair, that's where your fascinator should go.
Perfect. So if you've got your hair on this side, you want to put it right there.
Yeah, you want to put it right there.
Kate, these are great tips, and anyone at home can make one and wear it down to the festivities this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure. If you want to get in touch with Kate, perhaps you're planning a wedding or you're just going to a fabulous special event, you can get in touch with her at bombshellcloset.com. That's her blog, and we're going to be right back after this learning how to make Canada Day cocktails with Paul Carriere from the LCBO. Don't go away.